This video is going to be kind of freestyling, but the main subject is that we are going to Australia for an entire year and I am never coming the back same. I said we are going because me plus 2 friends are going there to sell solar panels. Now, the reason we took, not like most people, jobs in the mines or in the fields is because, well, one, we like the risk. Okay, maybe at the beginning, because we are paid on results, we will live under a bridge, but we will go up in the echelons going through these episodes of videos, you will see. And like, this is why we took the riskier path and no security of taking a sales job without any, basically no security because you're paid on results, compared to the mines where you're sure you go and work, you get the money. Even though the mines and the fields would pay maybe 50k, 50,000 euros at the end of that year, we would take away, that seems like quite a bit of money. And yeah, it is. For most people, that's a lot of money. Even for me at my stage, that's a lot of money. But if I'm not in the mines and I'm not working in the fields after that year, I'm not getting money in, if you see what I mean. Where compared to a sales job like the one we will take, we will learn a skill, and this skill, knowing how to sell a product, will help us in the future for our businesses, for different things, for even other companies. It's going to be useful for the rest of our lives. Where mining stones, well, we can only do it there. So we prefer to take the riskier path, which is higher risk but also higher return, because the results only depend on us. So if we manage to figure out what system is to acquire a client, to close the client, and find new clients and just repeat and fuel the shit out of that system on a big scale, well, we can make way more than the mines. Yes, there is no security, but we have a higher, like, me and the 2 friends, 3 together, the trio, we're competitive, we were hungry, we want to learn, we want to change, we'll be listening, we are all 19 years old, so we'll be like, okay, what can I improve, we'll be doing weekends, and the literal only reason we're going to Australia, not to do parties, no girls, no distractions, it's literally grind, improve ourselves, make a lot of money. That is the only reason. So we will keep ourselves to those standards. When one will be like, oh, I want to go party, we'll be like, no, we got to be here, we're making money. After the year, we can figure some stuff out. But right now, the year is to make money. And probably we will suffer, okay? And there were 2 other friends who wanted to join us, and we both told them no, that we don't want them to come. One of them he's a druggie, he smokes fucking weed all day, isn't really ambitious, plus I think he's pretty much pussy whipped, which means controlled by women, and I just didn't want that. And the other one, he was okay, but other friend didn't want him to come, and because we'll be living us 3 together for 1 year, we'll pass through a lot of phases of darkness, I feel, because I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's doable. I think we're going to come back way stronger and way different than we're departing there. We're going to be coming back as men. That kind of vulnerability, me personally and the other friends, I don't want to expose that to everyone. Okay, it's something very personal, and like, we'll be supportive, but the other ones, we don't know them enough. So what we're currently doing already, because we're going in about 45 days to Australia, is that we made a video basically presenting all of our characters, me, Nathan and Dan, and those other guys. So basically to share with who they are. Basically, we went to the same Steiner school as small kids. We know each other since I remember, basically, and we're all ambitious. We want to make money, we want to improve ourselves. I want to change the world, I want to make a big impact on the world. Nathan wants to direct films. They also want to buy let's say an island. I want to buy an island as well, and create a holistic place on it. And sooner or later, this is our ambition, and I will portray it, how we are visualizing it, and how we will get it. I'm sure we're going to be seeing these videos back saying, holy shit, Good that we visualized, good that we grinded. This is the step towards getting closer to buying an island. On that island, we would create a holistic place filled with real education, real food, where we're independent of governments, companies, and pharmaceutical bullshit, and also the school system, because we would bring people from around the world to that place so that they can educate our kids. But no bullshit history, bullshit like that we learn in school. Real knowledge. That's what we would bring to our kids. We would get real food, no poison, no pharmaceutical bullshit, fluor in the toothpaste. Everything is poison here. Everything you buy in the supermarket, there is some kind of poison. It can't be fucking natural. Why not? We'll be fishing our food. We'll be hunting our food. We will do, to a certain level, exports and imports, mainly imports. And that's why we want to have enough money so that we don't have any financial restriction on those different things we want to do, including a gym, including saunas, including beautiful feminine wives, so that they can have everything they want on that island. You know, we have our private jet going from there. Personally, I will be going to different places because I have great network. So I have these connections everywhere. We're still changing the world. We're creating the businesses that improve sustainability, everything like that. All of that is possible. I believe it. And right now we are doing the steps to get closer to that. Deep in my heart, I'm like, fuck. Oh, I feel like I'm going into the Matrix. I'm getting a job. And I would go in the Matrix and get eaten by the Matrix if I don't keep this vision that I just said. If I forget the vision and I just get lost in the daily grind. But I believe that's just a step. Getting the sales job is just a step towards getting this freedom and independence and influence over the world. So the next steps are finding the company for which we will work over there before even leaving here. That's basically it. And through these videos, I will be journaling my way, our way, the most authentically possible. Okay? I will share the lessons. I will be vulnerable to a certain degree. I am not the most exposed guy with my feelings because, well, whatever. Okay, that's how it is. I'll still try and share. And here is what personally I want to learn there. And here are the improvements I want to make in my life, in my personality, and overall my lifestyle. I want to come back as a man who knows how to get a client and close a client and make money in that process. I want to be a man who has such a network that Casanova would be jealous. I want to have such a work ethic that even the universe would fear me. And I want to make 250k euros. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but I'm gonna give it all. I'm gonna give it all, man. I'm gonna give it my heart, my spirit. This isn't only about money. This is about self-improvement. For the moment, we have mental limitations about success, mental limitations about not getting distracted or getting distracted by social media or other stuff. And through this journey, we will learn how to cut these mental limitations, overcome our weaknesses. That's what I want to portray in these videos. So if you want to follow along and learn lessons, just be part of this beautiful journey, drop a follow. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.